Up next in Let's Play Cards, we have a look at more patch balancing of cards. We open some more card packs, and we have a look at another community member's take on a draw deck. Bombs away, LeMay. Greetings and welcome. I am Mengel and this is Cards, the World War II collectible card game by 1939 Games. I did a survey that 1939 Games did recently regarding answering some questions, and if you answer the questionnaire, then you can, the survey, then you can be rewarded with a redeem code where you can get 7 packs. So let's hope I got some nice cards from those 7 packs, because boy, those questions were hard and quite personal, and a lot of mental thinking had to go into answering. It was a emotionally tough question. So let's open up the cards amongst some of the other card packs I've managed to gather in the last week, and let's see if I can get hopefully an elite for my mental toughness answering the questionnaire. I'm not complaining, I'm glad, but still, I didn't expect that tough questions for a card game, but let's see how it goes. Alright, so yes, if you manage to get the pop-up in-game as per picture, then I would advise you to do the survey, because you will net yourself 7 packs to the value of $9.95 United States dollars. So let's open up my 21 packs. Expand on day. My current collection. I'm kinda glad in this game they don't do the same as in Hearthstone, where you actually, can break down all cards, because in Hearthstone I used to only play 2 factions and break down all the other cards. They kind of force one to collect all the cards in the game. This game, which is kind of nice. Let's have a look. Oh, armor train. Very nice. I'll make some nice, make a nice deck with this. When it's in the front line, at the end of the turn, draw 2 cards. That's very nice. So I guess the questionnaire was already worth it. So keeping to my theory, I would be happy if I received 1 more elite at least. I think if you can get an elite per 10 packs, then I feel it's fair. RNG. Another ZIPPO. So we'll have a chat after this on the new patch balances of the cards, and boy, have they made a few balances. Interesting. Okie dokie. Standard. Oh, look at that! 2 German elites. Beautiful. Hello to my friend. Oh, I love Blitz. This is gonna be good. Wow, I'm doing so well with the German faction. I'm having a hard time with my private game in British. I just don't want to craft cards for them, and I'm struggling with Field Marshal to get into Field Marshal. And I'm saving my resource because I want to introduce a community member's deck just now, and I want to use my resource to craft cards required for the deck he's, introducing us to, and that I want to review. So he'll be a guest star. He'll join us shortly, and then he'll talk to us about the thinking behind his build, and then I will play a game with it. We'll greet him, and then I'll play a game with it and see how it stacks up. that's up next, so stay tuned. Very good. 3 limiteds. I'm very glad I've got another Blackbird. Spitfire. Excuse me. I haven't played as much as I was hoping to because I'm still recovering from the flu. My 3-year-old started going to kindergarten this year, and boy, he's like every germ available, you know, makes him sick, and it's like we get every sort of germ out there. The Liberator. Probably put out of my Bombs Away USA bomber deck. Combined arms. Hurricane. I like this card. Yeah, this one is one of the changed cards. It used to say 0 operation. They changed the wording. There's actually a slight nerf. Ooh, special. Got 20 resource. Gotcha. 2 copies. Ooh. Good times, friends. Good times. Go do the questionnaires. Hopefully you'll be as lucky as I am. Zukov. Okay. Special. In the Navy, when an enemy attacks your unit, give your unit +2/+2. It's terrible when you attack him and that. Excuse me, that, what do they call the question marks? Countermeasure pops up. So yeah, there's a lot of different games I'm playing. It's just for me to try and keep tabs on what all the keywords are for the order cards are called event cards or instant cards in Magic. You know, every game has got a different word for basically the same concept. The instant order event card. The Lord of the Rings collectible card game I play on tabletop, for instance, has event cards, which is basically like your order in this game. The Enigma, did they change it? I guess that little eagle artwork they had didn't, you know, people couldn't, I guess people didn't know that it was the Enigmas was actually their like encryption machine. So I guess they've decided rather to be more true to the. Oh, I can't reveal the view the card. Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. Special. Wow, more gold. Last pack. Okay, well, 3 elites. Very good. Right, so that is it for opening up the packs. It's that time of the week. Let's play Bombs Away LeMay USA Bomber Deck. I've had 3 wins in a row, so seems today I'll probably showcase you one of my losses. CSI Ice. Nice name. So I noticed that this elite card has definitely some RNG tweaking to it to appear in your opening hand very easily. I want to play it, but it's not. Peace through strength, friend. Good day, comrade. Ish, there's so much Russian. Oh, it's very thematic. The Russian swarm rush. Let's remove him. Boost operation costs me like make him think twice before using a Katusha. Katusha. Unlucky, but he's got his bloody shickle. I'm sure he's got a copy in hand. That's a burn, friend. Oh wow. Havoc. Yeah, let's destroy it. The Avenger. Jasco. Actually considering to dust, if you will, to recycle this card, give myself 320. Ooh. Let's play this one next turn. First off, let's... Oh, that's 5 cost, it's very expensive now. Operational cost. This will actually destroy a random enemy unit. Oh, let's keep going. I guess we can do 3 damage to a random enemy. Woof. Woof, yes, woof. This is gonna summon him a new 1/1. Yo, how are you doing this? So my new B-17 Flying Fortress has been nerfed from a 6.6 to a 5.5. Ouch. 6, 7, 8, 9. Wonder if we should not. Oh, a cadet nurse could be nice. Give them a plus 1/1. I really don't want to attack this 1/1. It's so inferior. Destroy a random enemy unit, but I mean, then I end up destroying a light infantry unit, and I'll be really upset. Yeah. YOLO, yo. Yeah. Shoo. Could have gone bad. Guess he's not too happy about that. Roll of the dice. That's the problems with bombers. They don't return damage to ground units attacking them. Guessing my deck probably. Oof, that sucks. My deck properly doesn't have enough fighter planes in it. Bombers. Yeah, sucks to be you, man. Sorry, dude. Let's destroy it. Cadets. Mitchell. Yeah, Abok is probably gonna come up next. Yep. Oh, it sucks. Boom. So cost 5, cost 1 operation. Let's play the Junkers. Oh. Units damaged by the field gun. Yo, this guy's got crazy cards. 4, 5, 6. What am I gonna do about that? That tank is just gonna roll in. Stalin's just gonna roll in and do what he does once. Yeah, well, let's play. We can do it. And then let's deal 4 damage there. Why? Oh, it's pinned. How was it? I didn't even see that happening. Oh boy. Add a copy to the support line. That's just... Well, that's part of the game. What can you do? He's just gonna cycle that to tomorrow. Four, 8. Costs, gotta go. This is crazy. It's a 10-1. Well, I'm not gonna moan, as mentioned, that I have won 3 games in a row, so I'm probably, you know, with my sort of decks, I don't end up winning 10 games in a row. I end up winning 3 games in a row and losing 4, 5, 6 here. We're definitely going to do that. Oh, this is actually destroy. Destroy, not deploy. Let's play this. I should have shot it first. That was very stupid of me. This. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not enough. And then let's do that. I think this deck has a pattern in it just to get that blitz. He's not gonna destroy. Whom are you going to play, Jory? CSI Ice has got so many elites. One of my more quiet games. I usually talk a lot. Schwalbe. Very situational card. I'll check after this game quickly. I believe Patton is in this deck where I can give this card a blitz and just make it like flying for 8. Try hit face if they don't have a guard. Obviously the Patton Blitz also works very well with bombers. It seems the card has a few fighters. So she loses to the Destruction. Shuffle 2 copies of cards, 93rd cards into your deck. Nice. Sheep to the slaughter. It's not even enough. Eight, 12, 14. It's enough. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. Let's try one more roundsy. He just needs to move in the regiment he won't. Patton. 4. Still Gooches through the table. Alright, so that is my personal challenge, USA Bombers game matchup for the week. Lieutenant Mengel. I'm trying. I'll put more work into it and craft a better deck, and we can have a look in the deck in probably next week. I did mention that I want to have a look, but we obviously did see during that game that I do have a pattern in my Bombs Away LeMay deck. There he is, pattern. Definitely needs some work still, but I'm having fun playing with this deck. Let's have a quick look here. Aircraft, fighters. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Guess it's 9 out of 40. It's good amount. Bombers 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. So maybe Comet's fun to play. I've never would have thought when I received this card a week or two ago that I would have so much fun playing with a Comet. I wonder if I should purge some of the bombers and add a bit more fighters. Maybe a 2-3 ratio. 2/3 fighters and 1/3 bombers, because the bombers can't attack ground units back. They're just kind of sitting ducks in this current setup. Alright, well that's the current standing of my Bombs Away LeMay deck, USA bomber deck. Here's a bomber deck, so yes, hence all the bombers. This is the latest small balance tweak update that came out this week. This will be the last one for a while the devs finish the draft mode. As always, the balance changes are a mix of improvements to some of the cards, and they want to nerf some of the cards they deem a bit too strong, and to make some of the cards seeing less play more attractive, which is all good. Is to nerf the overpowerful cards and to make lesser cards more attractive to see more play, and to try and keep most of the cards in the current circulation meta of the game. While I show the cards and talk about the new updates, have a look at the community emotes and you can just get a overall feel what the acceptance is, well, without going to the discussion blog, but you can have an idea what the community is feeling in Discord servers regarding the new balances tweaks. So the Blackout card is a German one-cost order card which was used as a cheap draw card, and a lot of commando decks, so they would use this card as probably an ally card fused with the British, and then the commandos would trigger from this order and basically draw more cards. So they would just cycle a lot of orders per turn and get the commandos to trigger their deal 1 random damage to an enemy unit. So the devs changed it excuse me, from pin all enemy air units and draw a card, which a lot of people didn't bother with the pinning air units. They were more reliant just on the card draw. But now if your opponent does not have an air unit, you do not get to play this card and draw a card when playing this card. So it's a bit more situational, which I agree with personally. And I guess majority of the community is not too happy with this new balancing tweak. Up next is a American order card, Overwhelming Force, which used to be a 1 cost. The card reads exactly the same. The only difference is it's a 0 cost now. So Overwhelming Force, target enemy unit loses guard, smokescreen, fury, and ambush. So if you've got some sort of a blitz deck, rush deck, then you can play this card at 0 cost to remove the enemy's guard keyword, so you can as they would state in other card games, punch to the face, hit the face with your blitz or rush units. So I guess nobody's complaining about that. Okay, 33rd Recon Regiment is a Japanese card that was a big deal of the burn meta deck out there. It used to be a 1/3, and when this unit takes damage you get to draw a card. So people used to play him on the first round or very early in the game, and then, you know, rely on this card for a lot of card draw. So this was a powerhouse. It is a special card. The devs just wanted to nerf it by changing it from a 1/3 to a 1/2. Because obviously it is a special, they don't want to take away too much from it. There's still cards to boost the HP, the hit points of the card, to enable more card draw from it, but obviously there's a lot of ways to eliminate this card, to remove it. Let's say okay. Another staple card in the rush decks out there is the German Panzer 35T. It's a 2 cost, 1 operation. It's a 2/2. The only thing they changed is in the past you could play this Panzer in the second turn, and then you play infantry on the third turn, and then its cost would change to 0. It doesn't work like that anymore now. Reduce operation cost by 1 if you control an infantry unit. So you have to have an infantry unit on the table, and then you play the Panzer 35T, and then the 1 cost will change to a 0 cost. And then when the infantry unit dies and there's no infantry on the table, then it's okay, its cost will remain 0. Where in the past it used to change, it used to do a check every time if there's friendly infantry units on the table, and the cost would change from 0 to 1. So I guess, thinking about this change now, it's not entirely a nerf, it's probably just a rebalance of the card, and I'm actually in favor of the new version of this card, the new tweaked balance. So third world internet. Town I stay at does not have fiber, so I'm relying here on ADSL internet. There we go. I'll check my time back later. For freedom. So this one, somebody is mad. Russian skinhead. So yes, for freedom. What did the dev say about that? Full Freedom was nerfed a few weeks ago as part of an overhauling buff cards. We see now that we may have gone a bit too far with For Freedom, so we're reducing the cost of it to compensate a bit. So it's basically an American order card, special. 3 cost it used to be, it's a 2 cost now, and then you can give a unit a +1/1 and you get to draw a card. Good card. So they probably want more play screen time for that card. An American bomber, HE D3A2. Basically we can see that they nerfed the Japanese bombers, so it's a 3 cost, 2 operation, 3/3. It's been changed now to a 3/2. Smokescreen has +2 attack for each other D3A2 on you control. Nerf. The Kate bomber has blitz if the enemy has no air units. It used to be a 3/3, it's now a 3/2. 4 cost, 2 operation. Limited. I want a Marauder. I wanted to say I want to craft it. I doubt I'll be crafting it anytime soon, but still. An American bomber unit. 4 cost, 2 operation. It's a 3/3. When the Marauder attacks the enemy HQ, enemy units gets +1 operation cost. It's been changed to a +2 operation cost. So this card is going to be removed as soon as it's played. I would actually think playing this with Pattern, that American order card where your unit has blizzards and you cost 1 less to play, I would definitely try at least to play this off a Pattern, just to get it to attack straight away as it hits the table, just to get that operation cost +2 to effect trigger. Hudson, I like this bomber as well. It's basically 4 cost. It's now a 2 operation cost. It's been buffed from 3, and it's a 3/4. Units damaged by Hudson gets pinned. It's a special card. I'm kind of sad about this one, the next one up, but I guess it was inevitable. The card was very powerful. It is the German field cannon. The 10.5 centimeters FEFH or IEFH. It's been changed a few times in the last few months, so yes, it's basically still a 5/1 cost. It's still a 2/3, but it doesn't do deployment 3 damage to enemy HQ anymore. It's been nerfed to a 2 damage. So I spoke about the meta on Japanese burn decks, and you know that the devs are probably going to have a look at it, and guess what? The devs had a look at it. They changed a lot of those cards now. So yes, this card, as this was a staple in my Japanese deck, this is probably, I guess I'm still going to play it. It's still a very good card, but it's actually a very strong card for a common. The 10.5 centimeter has seen numerous iterations in the last few months. We like the general concept of it, we just need to find the right stats for it. The last change weakens the card a fair amount. The aim here is to intentionally weaken burn slightly. That's what I just said. Or at the very least, incentivize people to explore other ally options for Japan burn than Germany. I'm playing Germany because I love the faction and the units and the tanks and the cannons. I'm not playing them because they're overpowered. The 10.5 centimeter is still solid, but now has to be more often played like a normal unit rather than like a burn order with the unit part almost incidental. So yes, I love the 88mm flank, and this card I found very underwhelming. This card used to automatically attack airplanes in its front, be it the support line or the front line, and then if planes used to fly over its front or into its front, it would automatically fire at the aeroplanes, which was a nice mechanic. But I guess the developers has gone a different route. They don't want the anti-aircraft units anymore. They've just changed this to an artillery. So I'm happy that the flag cannon has been improved. 6 cost, 2 operational cost. It's a 3/4 now, and then obviously it deals double damage against air units. I've got 3 copies of this card, and I love 88s. It's an awesome piece of hardware, but yes, I still don't know if this is going to be like an auto include. I don't even know if I might include this in my decks. I just don't feel this card. I feel this card is not well placed. The 88s was like a feared piece of equipment in the Second World War, and in this card game it just doesn't feature at all. I want to see more development for that card personally. And then the Flying Fortress is kind of my mascot, if you will, card for my current series challenge, which is the Bombs Away LeMay, the USA Bomber deck, which I'm kind of personally still feeling out and struggling to find that sweet spot between being fairly competitive / fun to play. The matchmaking in this game is actually very good. You tend to have a almost 50-50 win-loss ratio quite often, so there's enough of a community player base out there to have proper matchmaking. So overall, I guess you know, I'm not too bothered about that. But still, I mean, looking quickly here at my current stats, let me have a quick tally here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wins that I've had to this, playing this Bombs Away LeMay deck. 8 wins and 8 losses, 50-50 exactly. Okay, and then just to finish off with the B-17 Flying Fortress, used to be a 6/6 heavy armor 1 deployment, destroy a random enemy unit. I've got 1 copy of this card. I don't want to craft 2, but it used to be a 6/6. It's now been nerfed to a 5/5. So they felt this card was too powerful. I'm not going to read this, but basically it would take too long to destroy, to remove this card, so they just tried to make it a bit easier to remove from the table. Alrighty Heidi, so that is the latest patches. Up next we'll have a look at our community members' take on a draw deck. We'll have a chat with him, and then we'll have a let's play with his deck. Greetings and welcome, comrade BrotherSwing.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So thanks for taking the time to explain to us your draw deck. If you're ready, go on.
No worries. Yeah, so the main focus is draw and controlling the front line, because I have a lot of air units and artillery, so that usually makes the opponent surrender when you just destroy every single one of their units.
Okay.
The enemy spotted is early game, so you can draw a lot of cards in the beginning.
Nice.
And it's really useful. I have the supply chain just because, you know, if the opponent's using a discard deck, then that is just a little way to get back at them.
Yes, that's a nice way of sticking it back at them for playing those pesky discard deck on you.
Yeah, the supply shipment is very good because, as I said, I'm most of the time you're controlling the front line with this deck, so yeah, it's just very good. The supply drop I pair with the naval support on like the 5th Brigade to just give it, just buff it a lot, the damage and the defense.
Sure.
The 17th Infantry Regiment I use on the artillery units mostly, just because they get 1 more damage.
Okay.
This deck contains a lot of orders, just because, first of all, I like orders, and then because I have the 10 Commando, which deals 1 damage when you give an order, and that's just a very good way to get
extra value.
Yeah, extra damage. And the 99th Infantry Battalion I use because, as I said, this is a deck where I'm controlling the front line, so it's just 1 more damage every round, and it's very good.
Okay.
I have the fortification and the convoy cards is just there because extra orders plus draw cards. I usually use the Grenadier guards to guard the Wildcat because it's smokescreen for the headquarter. The half-track and Crusader it speaks for itself.
Yes.
The M16 Priest I use because this is a deck where I control the front. The aim is to control the front line all the time, so it's just there to really damage.
Extra damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
The 3rd Marine Regiment and the 30th Regiment plus the 7th Regiment is just to control the front line.
Okay.
Also the ZIPPO tank is also to control the front line. The Black Watch I usually combine with naval support just to give it 4 damage, and then I have the Fury.
Okay.
So that is very good.
Yep, 9 damage potentially.
Yeah, Cadet Nurse Court I save for when I have a lot of units on the ground, so I can just repair them and give them 1 attack, 1 defense. I always save the war bonds for last, so when I have 12 credits, I can use that to gain 14 credits.
Okay.
And yeah, that's very useful. The B25, it's just there to deal damage when you deploy it. Also, it doesn't have a purpose. It's just there to deal extra damage because it's a bomber. We can do it. It's just very good in general. And the Grenadier Guards I use to save the units that deal the most damage, like the airplanes or the priests, the artillery. And that is basically my deck, where you control the front line and you have insane draw.
Nice. So you stated you managed to get Field Marshal rank with this deck.
Yeah, last season.
Nice.
This season I haven't played as much cards, but I'm general and I only have like 2 battles left to Field Marshal with this deck.
Okay. And I noticed majority of these cards have not been patched recently, so they are still all very nice cards to use in this deck, and it's a relatively cheap deck as well. Very cheap deck. It's just in late game I have these cards that cost a lot, just for late game. But the cheap cards it's a very cheap deck, so you can build up control over everything in the early game. And then the only way of removing units from the enemy is basically death from above, isn't it?
Yeah, death from above and artillery.
Okay, so you mostly artillery the opponent if he's got difficult cards on the table. Okay. And then how often did you manage to get the combo going with supply drop and naval support on top of the 5th Brigade, for instance? How often did you manage to get that going?
Yeah, it happens very often. And even if I don't get it, I have so much units that have a lot of defense, so I can just use it on any of them.
The only thing that would make me think twice about playing supply drop on the 5th Brigade, obviously it's very nice to play it early game, but because the 5th Brigade is a 2 cost, there's a lot of cards in this game that remove 3 cost or lower units, so that's the only thing that would sometimes make me think to rather play supply drop, for instance, on the Grenadier Guards or somebody like that, for instance. I don't know if you've managed to get that.
Yeah, that's true. If they use a is it called critical hits?
Yeah.
On the 5th Brigade, but you can use it on. You can basically use it on any. You can use it on, for example, Blackwatch to get that insane. You can get 8 damage Fury for just 2. So that's crazy.
That's a nice combination you've got going here. Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
I'll try it out and I'll let you. I'll record it and I'll air it on the. I'll do a matchup and put it on the episode, and I'll talk to you afterwards. And then if you want to tweak the deck a bit, because I'm going to try it next week as well, then you can let me know, and then we can, tweak it a bit if you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. Thanks so much for your time. Just explaining to us your deck. I'll give it a swing.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you, Brother Swing. You have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day.
Alright, let's try out BrotherSwing's deck in a matchup. I'm gonna try and stay true to the intention of his deck and play it as he just described it to us. It's fun to review another player's deck because the way of them thinking and myself, it's different. Okay, that was a nice quick matchup. So we probably don't want too many card draw. I'm gonna keep the supply chain. Hopefully he's got something to discard a card from my hand. When you play a British order, draw a card. Yeah, let's play the Crusader. Keep him under the smoke screen. Extra card draw. Peaceful Strength. Is that Ugu? Ugu. 1992. Did it do it? Hey! Oh, that feels good. Now we've got lots of options to draw cards. Okay, let's put down the 5th Brigade first of all. Oh, Brother Swing, it already worked. First try. Feels awesome, man. Let's... Yeah, I'm not gonna bother now if enemy spotted because he's not playing aggressive at all. If you control the front line, yeah, well, let's deal damage. First blood. Okay, so we don't have any way of eliminating him. So we've got naval support. Might as well. And then deal 5 damage to him. Let's hope this procs on him. Oh, unlucky. 50-50. Oh no, I wanted to play that. Come on. Okay, enemy spotted. I guess this is as good as time as any to play there from above. I hope it's gonna hit this tank. Yes. He mentioned the 17th Infantry plays as an artillery. We don't have any artillery. Yeah, I don't think I'm playing true to his deck currently. I'm not implementing enough card draw. Oof, overdraw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna have to play some of these cards here. Tank or infantry. I would have really enjoyed myself another naval support right about now. Oh. I guess I can. This is a nice card. Yeah. Can't blame the man playing the Panzer IV. I mean, this is my favorite card as well. I know he mentioned that he likes to play guard on the Wildcat. Four. Definitely gonna lose him. Let's shoot the place. And that is why Germany is my favorite faction. This is a bit of a waste to play now on only one unit. So if I play retreat on the infantry unit over here, they just go back to the support line. You want to play it in the support line to push it back into the player's hand. I see the potential of this deck, and it's a very fun deck, and unfortunately I think for me to try and showcase it in this one game now, it's not gonna work, and I'm not playing it to the base of its potential, so I'll play it during the week, and then next week when we do our next episode I'll play this deck again, because then obviously I'll know much better how the synergy of the deck works. Yeah, I can't foresee myself doing anything now. That's just extra HP. Let's first off give me some. You can push the infantry one back. Mean 0 operation cost. That's about it. 7-13, that's game. Sorry, brother Swing, I couldn't have a victory. So that is 2 consecutive losses with USA. I'll try this deck among with my series challenge United States Bombs Away LeMay bomber deck. Obviously this is kind of, you know, going along with my current personal challenge or let's play challenge, but it's fine, I'll do that. So I'll play your deck as well, and then we'll see how high I can rank with your deck and my own, and then I'll definitely next week give you guys a better matchup where I'll play a better game. As always, I thank you for watching. Until next week, lekker week, and bye bye.